Most people don't realize they are choosing their mindset every single day, in every single moment. And that mindset is deciding how painful or how powerful that moment becomes. Let's say someone insults you. The way that you react is all about your mindset. Either you just ignore it, focus on yourself, don't care what the other person said, and go on with your life, or it triggers you and you try to react, go up to that person, find out why he said it, what was the purpose of it, and maybe even stop him from insulting you again. What might be the best solution for you is really up to your mindset. Maybe you feel like you just have to show up at that moment and show that people cannot do that to you. Or you are that person that just doesn't even feel the need to stop people from insulting others. The way you are behaving is a mindset. You could put 10 different people in the exact same scenario, and every single one of them would react differently depending on what's going on their mind. Your mind is influenced by your past, your conditioning, your subconscious, what you've been through, of course. But to some degree, there's accountability, there's responsibility, and there's control. However, you would react in that situation, in the end, if it's just an insult, it's not ruining your life. It was a moment, it's done, it's gone. You just have to move forward. The brain isn't wired for happiness, it's wired for survival, and it doesn't fully know the difference between a thought and the truth. It also doesn't fully know the difference between a threat and something you just don't like. Back when we were basically cavemen, if something tasted bitter, it meant poison. If you felt anxious, it meant danger. So now, sometimes we treat discomfort as something that is life threatening. We exaggerate reactions because our brain thinks we are in danger when we are really not. And here's the scary part: your brain only needs to think something a couple times before it starts to believe it. If you keep telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I always fail, I should quit, your brain goes, oh, we think this a lot, this must be true. Anxiety starts to feel like danger, hopelessness feels permanent. Not because it actually is, but because you've trained your brain to interpret it that way. One of my worst patterns is if something starts declining. If growth slows down, I immediately think I'm a failure. I think it's a sign I should quit. If there isn't constant progress, I assume it means I'm bad at it. That's just how my brain learned to think. But I've found out you can rewire your brain. You can build new patterns. You can teach a different script. Because right now, a lot of you are rehearsing the wrong script. If your mindset is a play, you are reading tragic Shakespeare in your head 24/7 and then wondering why everything feels dramatic and heavy. You built the maze, and now you're trapped in it. So, what's helped me? When I notice I'm spiraling, when nothing objectively horrible is happening, but I feel angry or sad or destructive, I pause. If you are not dying, it's not life or death. And then I respond to my brain. Literally respond. If my brain says, you're a failure, you shouldn't be doing this, I say, that's one version of the story. What's another version? If I notice I'm more worked up than the situation actually calls for, I stop and breathe. If your emotional reaction is way bigger than the event, there's something internal happening. I talk to my brain like it's another person. I say stuff like, I know you want to quit. I know you want to call me lazy. I know you think this is impossible. It sounds kind of silly, but it helps. It's not the activity that's heavy. It's the mindset you are carrying while doing it. The other day, I did not want to go for a run. My mind was racing. You are tired. You'll hurt yourself. This is pointless. And that script kept me in bed. So I changed the script. This might be uncomfortable, but it's not going to kill you. This might be difficult, but it's required. To get my body in shape, I have to get out of bed. I repeated it over and over, and I went. and I felt good. Because my mind is my child, and I'm the parent. I don't have to obey every thought it throws at me. I can gently redirect it. Your brain is a squishy computer. Program it better. You can control life, but you can control how you interpret it. Mindset isn't about erasing emotions. It's about leading yourself through them. Your emotions influence your thoughts, but you are still in the driver's seat. And when I accepted that I couldn't control outside events, but I could control how I thought about them, that's when I felt limitless. So for the next 7 days, notice your limiting thoughts. Write them down, reframe them. If your friend said that about themselves, what would you say? If a kid said that about themselves, what would you say? Repeat that. Life doesn't necessarily get easier. You just think differently now. Try to have the control over your mind. That's very powerful.